Throughout this demo, I would like to show you a very useful online cooperation tool called MSAEZ, which was developed by En, a corporation to support developers and companies that want to build up their own services based on MSA. The typical hurdle for building up services based on MSA is to understand domain-driven design and apply the knowledge to divide up a large service into small size multiple services by providing boundaries for member domains properly. There have been some tries to find the solution to use domain-driven design easily, and Alberto Brandolini, who is a domain-driven design consultant, introduced event storming as a way of applying domain-driven design to define domain boundaries throughout the workshop between developers and domain experts and other related professionals. And as you can see on the slide, our mission is to save you from endless learning, like agile mindset and clean architecture, Kubernetes and service mesh and things like that. So as you can see here, there are a lot of things you need to learn and go through to practically implement your idea into MS microservice architecture. So moving on to the topic about event storming. So as I told you already, event storming is a kind of workshop. So using event storming workshop, you can accelerate your software development in domain-driven design. And there are advantages of event storming. Like the first one is it is very fast, which means the event storming approach reduces the time it takes to create a comprehensive business domain model. So what used to take weeks can be accomplished in hours during a single workshop, and it is straightforward. So rather than using complex UML, event storming breaks the process down into simple terms that both technical and non-technical stakeholders can understand. And then the third advantage is engaging. So one of the goals of event storming is to make modeling fun. So it is a hands-on approach to domain modeling, invites each person to participate and interact. So besides being more enjoyable, event storming also results in more valuable insights as participants more readily engage in the process and offer their suggestions and expertise. And it is very effective. So event storming is not data modeling. Instead, it results in a fully behavioral model that can be quickly implemented and validated. For the best outcomes, teams should combine event storming with implementation oriented toward domain-driven design. So I believe the greatest value of event storming is in the conversations it generates. So you can use the knowledge gained in the workshop to inform your future modeling processes and build software from them, or you can simply use event storming to better understand your business processes and make better decisions going forward. And let's think about steps of event storming. So as you can see here, briefly, there are 4 steps in event storming. The first is to invite the right people. So unlike traditional modeling process that often rely on a small group or an individual developer to map out data, behavior, and objects, event storming depends on a larger group, at least 6 to 8 people, to workshop the domain model together. For event storming to be successful, you need the right people to participate. And then the second steps is to provide unlimited modeling space. The beauty of the workshop approach is its simplicity. The goal is to get on paper. Each the paper means usually color coded sticky notes. Each significant event and process in one big map. To do this, you will need a large modeling space that allows your team to continue building on the process as questions and ideas arise without being limited in scope by the physical workspace. So traditionally, this approach has been applied with sticky notes on a wall. However, online cooperation platforms like MSAEZ eliminate the concern for adequate space by taking the process virtual. MSAEZ has an unlimited canvas workspace that allows real-time collaboration from multiple team members, even those who work remotely or in separate locations. By focusing on the task at hand, stakeholders can work out the processes in an agile way without getting bogged down in complicated language and complex mapping structures. And then the third is about exploring the business domain. Now for the meat and potatoes part of the workshop. Together, the group explores the business domain to unveil a comprehensive process. There are three main components of the event storming model: domain events, commands, and aggregates. So you need to identify domain events. The first step is to begin identifying events. So events are things that happen in a process or system. Important events trigger reactions, so understanding the casual event can help you understand how the system operates and why. Keep in mind that events are always noted in the past tense. To mark an event on your timeline, use an orange sticky note. With your events outlined, you can begin to evaluate each event for its causes and consequences. In other words, ask yourself what triggered this event. The trigger or cause of the event is noted as a command. Commands are traditionally documented on blue sticky notes in the present tense and often represent user interactions with the system. However, your team may want to document commands as both user and system actions. And it's time to connect events to reactions. So the other side of the event process is what happens as a result of the event. These are called reactions. Reactions are the next reactions or results following an event and are noted in the present tense. For example, an event reaction process flow might state, when a new account is created, we will send a confirmation email. Together, commands, reactions, and events will successfully map out the complete codes and effort processes of the system. And then the first step is to combine with domain-driven design. For high-level event storming, the process can end once your team has added domain events, commands, and reactions. However, event storming can be combined with the technique of domain-driven design to define the structure of your system and send your team on the way to implementation. To put it simply, you can start grouping together modules with an element called bounded contexts. Draw a box or a circle around the related modules, or in MSAEZ, you can use containers and you can label them. Then you can use arrows to begin context mapping, in other words, to show how the modules within a bounded context interact with other contexts. For example, you might have grouped together commands, reactions, and events that deal with payment. The payment context is linked to the shipping context because once a payment is processed, the system needs to fire a command to ship the product that has been ordered. If you understand what event storming is about, and if you want to think about practicing event storming workshop for your new services, in the case, MSAEZ is a very good choice for you. So as you can see here, MSAEZ provides people chances to make online workshops for event storming, and MSAEZ will convert your model into source codes for your convenience. It also provides you with contract test code, Docker image create scripts, and CI/CD pipeline scripts that can be used to deploy immediately to the cloud, like Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services, Azure, and so on. It also provides custom templates for Spring, Python, Quarkus.